Hi, in this video we're going to be talking about a free tool you could use to convert an OST file to a PST file. So you're probably familiar at least with PST files because they're commonly used with Microsoft Outlook. You could use them to export your email, calendar, and contacts and that type of thing. And then you could use the same files to import them to another instance of Outlook on a different computer, or if you had to reinstall Outlook, and so on. All right, so there are also OST files, if you've ever heard of those. So what is an OST file? So it's an offline copy of your mailbox stored on your computer. So these are created automatically using Microsoft Outlook when you use Microsoft Exchange or a Microsoft 365 account or even some IMAP accounts. So these allow you to work offline and sync your changes back to the server when you reconnect. So sometimes you might find yourself with a standalone OST file. So for example, let's say your account was deleted or deactivated, for Exchange or Microsoft 365. You may have a leftover OST file, but can't sync it any longer. Or let's say your profile got corrupt and you had to reinstall Windows or Outlook, and then you have an orphaned OST file. Or let's say you even have some server migration or downtime, and you still have access to this OST file. Or maybe you've even copied it from another system, thinking you could use it like a PST file, and then you find out that you can't. All right, so here are some key differences between OST and PST files. So you can see the purpose here for OST, offline cache compared to manual archive, location auto-generated by Outlook, and you create it yourself for a PST file. And then OST syncs with a server. PSTs do not sync, but you can load them into Outlook. You could open them or import them. And then OSTs are linked to your account profile. PSTs are usually portable and can be imported. All right, so I have this OST file here. If I double click it, even though it has an Outlook file, it asks me what I want to do with it. And even if I chose Outlook by browsing to it, you can see I can't open it. All right, so what we're going to be showing you in this video is how to convert this to a PST file so then you could then view its contents or even import it back into Outlook. All right, so the tool we're going to be using for this is the Stellar Online OST to PST converter. All right, so there are different versions. We're going to be using the free version, and then we'll go over some pricing for the higher versions in case you have a really large OST file. All right, so first we're going to sign in. So you could create a free account with a name and password, or you could just connect your Google account to it if you want to do it the quick way. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, so we're logged in here. All right, so now we're going to upload our OST file. You can see we have a 5 GB limit. And let's see how big ours is before we go here. So it's only 16 megabytes, so it's a small one there. All right, click on upload. So yours is most likely going to be much larger than 16 megabytes, but this is just a test one. All right, so it's uploading. All right, so now we just click on Start Conversion to start the process. All right, so that step took a minute or so. So how long it takes is going to depend on the size of your file, obviously. So now it's doing the conversion. All right, so the conversion is complete. So that took about a minute or two as well. All right, so now we could preview it and also save it. So let's check out the preview first. All right, let's put this on our desktop. You can see it saves it as an HTML file, as we could see here. So you could open it with your default browser, or you could actually right-click it and open with a different browser if you want to do that as well. All right, so you can see our file structure here. You can see it has PST at the end here. So you can see we have our inbox, sent items, junk, calendar, contacts. So this is just a preview. So you can't actually access them from here. You can see it's nothing you can really click on. It's just a way to view the contents. All right, so now let's try downloading it. So we'll save as a PST file. All right, so now you can see here for the free plan, you could convert one OST file, and the file could be up to 500 megabytes. So we'll talk about the other plans here after we download this. So you could change the default name if you want. Let's just call this converted. All right, so now we have our converted PST file. All right, so now if we go to Outlook here, go to File, Open and Export, open a data file. If you browse to the file here, you can see it only shows the PST and not the OST because we can't open an OST in Outlook. Now you can see we have all of our folders here. And of course, you could import it as well, just like with any other type of PST file. So there's two ways to do it in Outlook. You could open it, which will open it as a standalone file, or you could import it into your existing email. So the choice is up to you there. All right, so let's go back to the website here. All right, so if we go down the page here, you can see all the benefits, the highlights. There's even a desktop version. So here's the pricing here. So we use the free version. So like I said, up to 500 megabytes, single file. And when you do upload a file, it's only kept for 24 hours. And it has security aspects such as SSL encryption to make sure it's kept safe and to make sure nobody else could get their hands on it. And you don't need Outlook or Exchange to do this conversion. All right, so that's the free version. Then we have the $30 version here for 5 gigabyte files. Convert a single file. And then here we have the 24 hours. And then we have the desktop version with no file size limit. 5 file conversion at a time there. And converted files are available on your system for an unlimited amount of time because you're doing it locally. So depending on how often you're going to be doing this, you can pick your plan from there. All right, so as you can see, the Stellar OST to PST converter is super easy to use. And if you have a situation where you have a standalone OST file, it's something that could definitely help you out. All right, so I'll put a link in the description where you could get to the website and you can try it out for yourself. All right, thanks for watching and be sure to subscribe.